one of the defining moments in the country's history, the class of 1976 standing up against oppression. Little did they know at the time that their courageous effort would register in the history books of South Africa's journey to democracy. It was on the 16th of June of that year that young people faced the brutal apartheid regime head-on. The uprising began in Soweto and later spread countrywide. It was triggered by the apartheid policies, specifically the unjust introduction of Bantu education and the imposition of Afrikaans as a medium of instruction. On that day, thousands of students, mobilized by the South African student movement and supported by the Black Consciousness movement, embarked on a peaceful march against the government's directives. But they were met by heavily armed apartheid police who began firing tear gas and later used live ammunition on the students. This action resulted in a revolt as the protests later spread nationwide. It came at a high cost to the apartheid government as its action had shown its brutality. Pictures of police shooting at peaceful protesting students led to an international outcry. 49 years after the turning point in the country's history, the youth of today, under democracy, face different challenges, amongst them unemployment, the high cost of living, drug abuse and gender-based violence, just to mention a few. Unathi Mnisi believes the youth must use this time to reflect and to stop being bystanders in their country and communities. Mnisi further said, the upcoming national dialogue is necessary and young people must own it.
Many people do not think that the dialogue is necessary because there's been talks for a very long time, but I do think that the pen is mightier than the sword, so we really do need to hold these talks to really shed light and come up with solutions. So I think that the government, with regards to these dialogues, we should really look back to our past as a youth, we should really look back to our past, what we've achieved so far and what more can we do to really ensure that the youth of today is happy in society.
Nandem Tembu believes government tends to neglect young people.
I feel as if we're not being heard. All of our cries, especially as women, the femicide that is currently ongoing in our country, I feel as the rates are getting higher each and every single day and the government is not communicating with us. The least they could do, as even the Minister of Police or any person in power could do, is communicate with us, reassure us as to what plans are in place in order to mitigate the actual issues that are happening in our country.
This year's National Commemoration of Youth Day will be held in the Northwest Province, which has overtaken the Eastern Cape as having the highest unemployment rate. Deputy President Paul Mashatile is expected to deliver the address. SABC News, Johannesburg.